US Navy RP Flip. Despite its resemblance to a ship, this vehicle is not an autonomous craft, and therefore cannot move by itself. Its main purpose is to carry out oceanographic research. Flip does not have its own energy base, which could become an interference source for the vessel's measuring and transport equipment, so it moves with the help of a tugboat. Externally, the device is a kind of hybrid between a boat and a submarine. On the bow, there is a classic carcass with an add-on, a long ladder and rows of cranes. The length of the complements is 50 to 55 feet, and the length of the boat up to the stern is 90 feet. The hull of the Flip spacecraft is cylindrical, similar to a submarine casing. Inside this section housing other compartments for research equipment, as well as 10 water tanks. It's worth noting that the name of the Flip boat itself is an acronym for Floating Instrument Platform. At the same time, in addition to being an abbreviation, Flip means jump, as the ship is partially capable of sinking, turning 90 degrees and leaving only 55 feet above the surface. Since Flip investigations last several weeks, in order to facilitate the crew's work, the ship has been planned in such a way that it's possible to enjoy the stay in any position. At different times on the ship, studies have been carried out on the propagation of seismic waves in the ocean, the interaction of different water layers, the exchange of heat between the thickness of the water and the surface, and many others. Tanco A200. According to the creators, this individual packer of hay bales is fully automatic and autonomous. The machine can be connected to a tractor or be operated with a power supply. The main function of this device is to prepare the bales of hay for long-term storage or transport. The most important thing is that the use with the help of an energy source which can be installed on the machine avoids the need for a second tractor. During the process, the operator can organize the packages or prepare more. The remote control system allows the operator to be located 165 feet or 50 meters away from the device without losing the signal. Screw-propelled vehicle. This unusual car, created by a Russian SUV factory, is an all-terrain vehicle that moves thanks to a rotary screw motor. The motor uses 2 Archimedes screws prepared with a resistant and anti-corrosive material. The SUV has the unique ability to pass through marshy terrain, snow or ice, and is perfect for moving in the water without sinking to great depths. This all-terrain vehicle shouldn't be used within urban areas, as the huge bolts are not meant to move over asphalt or concrete. It's worth noting that the SUV is very harmful to the environment, destroying the soil and killing plants, so it's used only in extreme cases, for example in rescue work in places of difficult access. The average speed of this off-road vehicle is 6 miles per hour. TCM60. The Swiss firm Matisa, which since 1945 has been considered the best in the field of railroad machining, specializes in the creation of machines for the construction, maintenance, and repair of railway tracks. Among other devices produced by the company is the TCM60 train for track installation. The main characteristic of this device for the construction of railway tracks is its complete continuous work. This apparatus is self-contained and can perform lifting and installation of rails and sleepers without additional machines. Its universality makes the work easier and faster, as it decreases human participation in the process. Another important feature is that the machine can transport its own materials. This prevents the use of additional machinery when building railway tracks. Vityaz. A road is not required to ride in this vehicle, as it has a high passing capacity, even in difficult weather conditions and on land with a minimum level of grip. For example, Vityaz has no problem walking through swamps, snow-covered terrain, impassable roads or forests. The temperature spectrum in which the vehicle can work with normality ranges from -50 to +40 degrees Celsius. Vityaz is not afraid of the water, and when swimming it can reach a speed of 4 miles per hour, besides being able to get in and out of the water regardless of the state of the shore or the hardness of the bottom. The vehicle can overcome obstacles up to 5 feet tall. The creators claim that it's the world's largest crawler-tracked vehicle with the world's highest throughput capacity, as it can move on a single crawler-track traction. In addition, Vityaz stands out for its high maneuverability despite weighing 29 tons. On the ground, the vehicle can move at a speed of 22 miles per hour, even when carrying a load greater than its own weight. BRDM-2. The main characteristic of this armored vehicle is its incredible passing capacity. The wheels have a pressure regulation system that allows them to change their position when they're still or moving. In addition to the 4-wheel drive chassis, the central part of the vehicle has a special movable wheel that allows it to overcome enormous gaps or trenches. Before the obstacle is overcome, the wheels are lowered, and once the obstacle has been overcome, they're lifted using 4 hydraulic suspensions. The 10mm thick shielding provides protection against gunfire, splinters, and small caliber mines. In addition, the armored vehicle has a hydrojet on the front that allows it to reach a speed of 6 miles per hour in the water. In the control area, you can find observation instruments, a radio station, a navigation device, and seating for the commander and the driver. In the combat zone, there's a machine gun, military instruments, and the hydraulic suspension for the additional wheels. The BRDM-2 crew includes a driver mechanic, a commander, and 2 intelligence soldiers, one responsible for the use of the machine gun. Currently, intelligence divisions in more than 50 countries use this armored vehicle. The Toyo Tires Ferret. According to the developers, this vehicle's capable of withstanding any conditions and is ideal for driving in forests, deserts, and even across rivers. The creators of the armored car used a 1959 British intelligence car as a base and decided to modify it. At the rear of the car, they installed a powerful engine and equipped the vehicle with large wheels and special tires designed for all terrains. These tires are characterized by increased mobility and optimum reliability, and also have an attractive, aggressive design. Hydraulic motors controlled from the inside drive 2 of them. Instead of a machine gun, a device with a hook attached to the cable of the winch was installed. In addition, the vehicle is equipped with reinforced shock absorbers. The special suspension allows this improved armored car to easily cross any terrain and overcome any obstacle. Paddle boat. Here we have the prototype of a new amphibious assault vehicle, a caterpillar vehicle with an original design. All of the machine's main units are located inside the bodywork. In the front, we find a crew cabin with all the necessary equipment. Crawler tracks are located on the sides of the vehicle. These have special blocks of porous material which increases the floatability of this vehicle. The original caterpillars allow the amphibious vehicle to literally walk on water. Although the car is still slower than amphibious speedboats, it is significantly ahead of them in its ability to overcome any terrain. After all, if necessary, this invention may even pass over a wall 10 feet high. In addition, the vehicle can carry up to 200 tons of cargo. M3 Amphibious Rig. This German amphibious car is designed to transport tanks and other vehicles across water barriers. When entering the water, the amphibian can be transformed automatically with the help of a floating system and a hydraulic crane. Therefore, if necessary, it can serve as a bridge or a floating ferry, which can carry heavy armored vehicles weighing up to 64 tons. The main loading parts of the M3 amphibian are made of aluminium. In its main part, there's a cab, a hydraulic crane, and a control pole. In addition, the design features a 4-stroke 8-cylinder 360 horsepower diesel engine, allowing it to travel over land at a speed of 50 miles per hour and by water at speeds of up to 12 miles per hour. The machine has 2 large folding aluminium mechanisms to increase buoyancy in the water. In addition, this technical device is equipped with an armored cabin, an air conditioning system, and a number of other improvements. In addition to Germany, Singapore, Taiwan, Brazil, and the British engineering forces are successfully using these amphibians. Faun Trackway. For ordinary off-road vehicles, wetlands can be too hard a test, but not for this automobile. This unique rescue truck can create a path for itself and others if necessary. The car carries an aluminium road coil, which is located in the back of the truck. To start building a temporary road, the driver must deploy the forklift, activate a special cylinder-like mechanism, and engage the rear gear. After these actions, the temporary path will be installed following the principle of a carpet track. When the roadway is in the right place, space, other vehicles will be able to move along roads that were previously impassable. The new road reaches 165 feet in length and supports cars weighing up to 70 tons. When all traffic has crossed the site, the truck can pick up the temporary road and continue its journey. It should be noted that this truck could operate even in partially flooded areas, making it an ideal vehicle to operate in areas of natural disasters such as floods and landslides. Today, the car is already in use in more than 30 different departments around the world. Nova. This small robot, designed to teach coding, was created using artificial intelligence technology. It's able to recognize different colors, track faces, measure distances, and move through 5 different axes. You can control the robot by turning and guiding the device with the joysticks that come with the device. It should also be noted that Nova is an open-source project. Therefore, all its functions can be changed and improved depending on the owner's wishes. For example, the robot could recognize a voice or conduct a target survey. Users can add speakers, a microphone, Bluetooth and Wi-Fi modules, or even put the robot on wheels and teach it to follow a person. You can buy this gadget for $186. Laddroller. This innovative wheelchair allows the person using it to change his or her position in space, literally standing up. Using an exoskeleton-like mechanism, this vehicle can lift a seated person to the same height of his interlocutors. This function is indispensable in everyday life and helps preventing spine problems caused by being in the same position all the time. The wheels of the wheelchair rise the user, instantly putting him on a standing position. The strong fasteners, as well as a comfortable seating design, eliminate the threat of losing balance and falling. Another distinguishing feature of this high-tech wheelchair is the ability to overcome small obstacles in the city. Thanks to the massive front wheels, this device can even overcome small staircases and easily drive into curbs. The cost of the laddroller could not be determined. TheoryBoard. This multicolored keyboard, designed to simplify the process of writing music and learning music theory, is equipped with a set of backlit keys. The device knows a large number of chords and scales. To start using it, you just have to choose a scale, and the gadget will independently download the database of chords and sounds related to it. The device's memory contains about 860 gammas, scales and frets, and several thousand chords. Thanks to this, the user can play melodies and accompaniments in any key, and each note and chord are attached to certain keys, simplifying the memorization process. Basically, TheoryBoard is a synthetic musical instrument that encodes information using colors. Thus, the controller visually shows the relationship between melody and harmony in the scale, facilitating the learning process for beginner musicians. The device can also work as a regular MIDI controller, allowing you to write and play music using a laptop. In this case, working with the gadget is no different from working with any other MIDI keyboard. You can buy this music assistant for $300. ROBOPAL. This toy robot was designed specifically to teach children coding. In order to write a program, you don't need to know any computer language, as the execution of various commands by the robot is carried out with the help of multicolored blocks that can be connected in any order. Depending on their location, the toy is able to perform certain actions. In addition to the robot itself and the blocks, other accessories are included. Using them, you can teach the toy to move along a given trajectory or stop in front of an obstacle, recognizing it with the help of sensors. The basic version of this training robot will cost $190. Mooz. This small machine made by South Korean scientists is able to perform the functions of a 3D printer, a milling cutter, and a laser engraver. Thanks to its modular design, the device is available in 3 configurations, including a Delta robot. The characteristics of each model are slightly different. For example, Mooz 3 enables full-color 3D printing. All devices work with PLA, ABS, and PC plastic, as well as flexible materials. Unlike the rather fragile plastic printers on the market, Mooz is made of high-quality aluminium. The increased strength of the metal frame affects the quality of the printing, increasing the stability of the apparatus and thereby greatly improving the results of production. Along with a 3D printer, Mooz comes with an intuitive and easy-to-use program. According to the developers, assembling the modular device takes no more than 10 minutes. It's noteworthy that along with a laser engraver, safety goggles and a cap are supplied, so that the user doesn't have to worry about safety. The price of these machines varies from $240 to $480, depending on the model. Bicit. Unlike most bikes, which take up a lot of space and are rarely used for their intended purpose, this compact device can easily fit under the desk and significantly increase the physical activity of the owner. The simulator is equipped with 2 pedals and a small screen, which shows information about the progress of the training. It is noteworthy that you can use Bicit sitting on the couch or even lying on a gym mat. Developers also offer 2 mobile applications that'll help you exercise more successfully. The basic version of the app is limited to a clear interface with all the necessary information about the speed and other parameters, and the second version of the application is a game, the control of which depends on the speed of the pedal's torsion. The minimum price of this simulator is $256. Mstick. This simple-looking luminous wand is in fact a multifunctional gadget. Mstick is very compact. Its dimensions are 160 by 26 by 16 millimeters, and the weight is 160 grams. A leather hand strap is supplied with each device. The gadget is equipped with 16 tricolor LEDs along the body, a 32-bit processor, and a 2000 mAh power source. One battery charge is enough to ensure a week of work in reduced brightness mode and 7 hours at full brightness. Mstick has only 2 control buttons, one to turn on the device and the other to activate Bluetooth, and connects it to any iOS or Android gadget. A special application allows you to control the gadget. In addition, the device is equipped with a universal mount for cameras and a magnet to place it on metal surfaces. Mstick can be used as a regular lamp, and its LEDs are able to change color in accordance with the mood of the user. In addition, the gadget will help you write light messages and can also work as a sound visualizer for listening to music or used as a light signal on a bicycle. A special timer shows the amount of battery left, and you can buy this multifunctional luminous stick for $60. Xcape. According to the creators, this tricycle electric bike is the ideal vehicle for traveling around the city. It can reach speeds of up to 15 miles per hour, and one battery charge allows you to travel 25 miles. It takes about 6 hours to recharge the electric bike. With a weight of 40 pounds, Xcape can be assembled in a few seconds, and once ready, it fits easily on a 30 square centimeter square. It is noteworthy that even when folded, the electric cycle can be moved without any problems from place to place, like an ordinary suitcase on wheels. Despite its small size, this city vehicle stands out for its high strength. The frame, made of aviation aluminium, is able to withstand a 6.5-foot tall person with a weight of 330 pounds. The dual brake system of Xcape guarantees a safe ride. An electric brake is mounted on the front wheel and a mechanical brake on the rear. The electric cycle is equipped with a 36-volt battery, and the engine power is 300. House sleep lamp. This is an electronic metronome created specifically for people experiencing sleeping problems. According to the developers, in order to fall asleep quickly, you just have to slow your breathing from 11 to 6 times per minute. To facilitate this process and to save you from obsessive thoughts that usually prevent you from falling asleep, the creators of Dodow suggest using a small lamp that projects a soft blue light on the ceiling. It's enough to concentrate your attention on it and try to breathe at the same rhythm to fall asleep naturally without using any medication. On average, it takes about 8 minutes, depending on the emotional stress of the user. It's noteworthy that the device does not need to be turned off because it can do this automatically after 8 or 20 minutes, depending on the settings chosen. You can buy this metronome lamp for $60. Volkswagen Levitating Car. Automotive concerns often experiment and present their concept cars of the future. One of these technological fantasies is this vehicle, presented by the German company Volkswagen. This 2-seat vehicle, according to the plan of the creators, should move using levitation. The car will be able to move on electromagnetic roads, hanging in the air at a short distance from the ground. At the same time, this concept is not an attraction for an amusement park, but one of the options of a car of the future, accessible to anyone. The vehicle flies thanks to a powerful electromagnetic field, which is activated by simply pressing a button. The large side windows of the car are also its doors, and control is carried out using a joystick, reminiscent of the shape of the car itself. The developers claim that this futuristic car will be equipped with an autopilot and a voice control system, as well as a GPS navigator which will be displayed on the windshield. In addition, the built-in motion sensors will allow the car to stop in time to avoid a collision. Since this vehicle is still at its concept stage, its price remains